Hi everyone, welcome to Panthera's Paranormal Odyssey. This is a channel for people who love all things paranormal. I will cover topics such as hauntings, urban legends, cryptids, stories, and a whole lot more. There will be my own personal experiences along with viewer featured selections. If you have a topic you'd like to recommend, email me. My address is below, and I would love to hear from you all. So let's start today's Odyssey. Today's Odyssey is about a serial killer's hex. Jake Bird, December 14th, 1901 to July 15th, 1949. When someone brings up serial killers in Washington state, most people think of Ted Bundy or the Green River Killer Gary Leon Ridgway, not Jake Bird. The odd story of Jake Bird is as good as it gets if you're looking for a chilling story about Tacoma's crime history. It is a story rarely known, but Bird's story is known in the anthologies of serial killers, often as one that seems to be too weird to be true. But it is true, and it happened in Tacoma, Washington. This is a story of a serial killer, Jake Bird, and his deadly curse. Can a desperate man put a curse on someone or on multiple people, and does it work? Jake Bird, a serial killer, seemed to think so. Bird had an extensive criminal record, including burglary and attempted murder, and had been incarcerated for a total of 31 years. The transient supplemented his income as a section gang laborer on America's railroads. Bird fit the bill as a stereotypical hobo, sneaking into train cars only to hop off once the train hit the town. Bird was otherwise unremarkable wherever he went, but that would change when he reached the end of the line in Tacoma. Fast forward to 2:30 a.m. on Thursday, October 30th, 1947. Tacoma police officers Andrew and Evan Skip Davies were dispatched to 1007 South 21st Street to investigate reports of screams emanating from inside the residence. The house still stands at South 21st Street in Tacoma. When police officers entered the residence, they found Bertha Clute, age 52, dead in her bedroom adjacent to the kitchen, and the body of her daughter, Beverly, age 17, on the kitchen floor. Both women had been bludgeoned to death with an axe, which had been left at the crime spree. As the cops approached, a barefoot man ran out of the back door and into the backyard and crashed through a picket fence. The two patrolmen immediately gave chase. Bird pulled out a jackknife and then attacked the officers, cutting Davies' hand and stabbing Andrew in the shoulder. Officer Andrew, a former prize fighter known as Tiny Lamar, subdued the assailant with a left hook to the jaw and a kick in the groin. After the fight, the prisoner was taken to the Tacoma General Hospital by Officer John Hickey in a patrol wagon, where he received treatment for head and face lacerations. Andrew was admitted to St. Joseph Hospital with a severe back wound, and Davies had the cuts on his hand stitched and bandaged. Bird would later confess to the killings and was eventually linked to 46 other deaths. After his sentence was read, the court gave Jake Bird an opportunity to speak. He spoke for 20 minutes, and this is when he placed a hex on everyone involved with his conviction, including the judge, a court clerk, 2 police officers, a prison guard, and his lawyers. Mr. Byrd allegedly exclaimed, "I'm putting the Jake Byrd hex on you. Jake Byrd says that you will all die before I do." Eerily, most of them did die before he did. In fact, the judge in the case died of a heart attack 2 months later, and one of his lawyers died in the first anniversary of his conviction. Coincidence? I personally don't think so, but creepy as hell just the same. The first to go was the judge who sentenced Byrd to death. He died of a heart attack not long after the conviction. Next was Byrd's defense lawyer, who also died of a heart attack. Then the police officer who recorded Byrd's confession. He died of a heart attack too. Then another police officer who wrote an official report on Byrd passed of a heart attack. Then one of Byrd's prison guards died of a heart attack. And finally, the court's clerk died of pneumonia. After Byrd was convicted and sentenced to hang at the Washington State Prison in Walla Walla, did the serial killer begin to talk. The execution at the Washington State Penitentiary was scheduled for January 16, 1948, but Byrd claimed he had committed 44 other murders, which he was willing to help the police solve. The Washington governor granted him a 30-day reprieve. Police from other states interviewed Byrd, and 11 murders were substantiated. He was knowledgeable enough about the 33 other murders to be considered a prime suspect. The interviews with Byrd enabled the police departments of many states to declare many unsolved murders with the addition to his Washington State murders. Byrd's first kills were reported of 2 women in Kentucky. Other victims were confirmed in 7 other states. Byrd's story would end on July 15, 1949, almost 2 years after his last crime. He was hanged on the gallows. He is buried at the prison cemetery at Walla Walla Correctional Center. His grave is marked with his prison number 21520. So do you believe that this is a coincidence or not? Let me know how you feel. I hope everyone listening has enjoyed this segment of Panthera's Paranormal Odyssey. If you have a recommendation for a topic, please email me. I'd love to hear from you all. I will be uploading 3 segments weekly. If you like today's selection, hit the like button below and subscribe to my channel. It's free and it really helps out. And remember, lock your doors. Bye.